running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic. 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 I'm only gonna do this once.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance, standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I get you. Born made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people trying.
Hit the like and subscribe button while you're here. Classic really appreciate it.
And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me. It can end quickly. In the way I level up, I make them spin differently. I should start a foundation. They be make-a-wishing me. I got these hoes in the fringe. They can't seem to get to me. Babe, I done mastered discipline. It take more than booty cheeks. Need a little more conversation, cause I still be trying to see. I be listening with my eyes. Yeah, I still be trying to see. I be moving like the prize. You can't find another me. Let's get focused. Want the fruits of your labor, gotta climb the tree. Yeah, I'm out here planting seeds, cause I got a lot to leave. I be putting in long miles, I ain't gotta stop to breathe. I be putting in long hours, I ain't gotta stop to sleep. Yeah, I'll put in that time, put in work, I'm a different breed. My work ethic marine, mama mentality, shout out the bean. Coach life, sweat, city, society, T. I'm in the gym working out clean. Bag work, 5 punch combinations, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3. I'm made different, I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. This from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with me. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty. I only keep the people around that stood on 10 with me. And if they start to stand on 9, that's where it end with me.
Classic. Yo, it's Classic with the Classic Code Sports, and I am here with another great live stream for y'all today, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. 333 Drama in the building. Salute. What's going on? Tez down in the building. Big Walk down in the building. What up, Tez? Big Skull in the building. In Too Deep in the building. What's going on with it? What's going on with it? C Breezy in the building. Classic. I'm next for Dev. Yeah. Hey, man, listen. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, C Breezy. That's a tall order, dog. That's a tall order, dog. But I hear you, though, big dog. I hear you. Let's talk a little bit of boxing, man. Let's talk a little bit of boxing. We got 3 topics today, and we're not going to waste no time. We're going to get straight into it. This shouldn't really be too long of a live stream, really straightforward, to be honest with you. We're going to start off with our first topic, and that's going to be Alicia the Baumgardner, all right? Let me make sure I spell her name right, because it's always a little interesting. All right, so the question with Alicia is, we're going to go with the question of the day. So y'all are more than welcome. Y'all more than welcome to chime in on this. I'll be happy to read y'all comments and see what y'all think about it for sure. More so than just listening to myself talk the whole time. We can interact about this. But we talking about Alicia Baumgardner right now, and what is her next best move. This past weekend, Alicia was able to score a victory over Bo Mi Ray Shin. I believe that's her name, Bo Mi Ray. Alicia boxed well. She fought her 10 3-minute rounds like she's been doing. She isn't the first one in women's boxing to do it, but she's definitely a big advocate and pioneer for the 3-minute rounds for the ladies. Let me give my opinion on her last fight. So Alicia in her last fight, I'm gonna be real with you. I know some people said they saw improvement. A lot of, some people said they didn't. I mean, it was really more of the same to me. And that's not a knock on Alicia because she's already been a great fighter for a while. But it was more of the same. I don't know that I'm really, really impressed by boxer punchers, right? Because Alicia is supposed to be a boxer puncher, right? She's supposed to be known for having the type of power in women's boxing anyway. On the women's side, Alicia is supposed to be known for having the type of power that'll get you gone. You know what I'm saying? But we haven't seen Alicia score a stoppage in a long time. And does she have to? Not necessarily. The name of the game is to win. Roxy said, hey, 333, what up, Roxy? What up, Patrice? What's going on, everybody filing in? Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. But for Alicia, does she have to score a knockout? No, the name of the game is to win, right? So she did that. Some people said they felt like the fight was closer. Some people felt like it was a clear victory. I felt like it was a clear victory. But again, boxer punchers who are fighting against come forward people who are known for just having a good gas tank and not necessarily any skill set that's going to pose a problem on the night of the fight. I don't think Bomi Ray had a skill set that posed a problem for Alicia Baumgardner. I really don't, right? And with that being said, I'm only impressed in those situations when the boxer puncher gets a stoppage. You know what I'm saying? And that's just me being real. I'm only impressed when the boxer puncher gets a stoppage fighting against somebody who, for the most part, is just going to walk into your shots all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some tough shit. I could take some shots to give some, and I'm walking shit down all night, and we'll just see how it play out for me. Them type of fighters. I'll give you an example. Boots Ennis, who we'll talk about here in a moment, is considered to be a boxer puncher. When he fought against Roman Villa, I know leading up to that fight, a lot of people made it seem as though, Villa, he just beat Rashidi Ellis. He's a big, tough guy, strong, comes forward, has a high punch output. And I said it before the fight. I said, with that style, Boots Ennis is going to bloody him up. It's going to get real bad. You know what I'm saying? I said that. This was before I was running my sports channel. And this is before the fight happened, before Boots Ennis fought Roman Villa. And I said, he going to bloody him up. He's straight up and down. Ain't nothing special to him. His feet are slow. His footwork is very basic. And he's just going to walk forward all night. Boots going to bloody him up. And Boots stopped him. You know what I'm saying? He punched on that boy until it was time to stop punching on that boy.
Remember this day. Remember this day. Remember this day. Remember this day.
Let me see. What up, Yay? What's going on with it? 333. But yeah, he punched on Villa until it was time to stop punching on him. I feel like Alicia Baumgardner versus Bomi Ray was the same thing. Speedy just gassed out, and that's why he lost. Absolutely. But that's the name of the game, right? When you fighting against them guys with heavy feet, heavy hands, and a big chin, you know what I'm saying? They're going to take your shots, keep applying pressure, and bank on you gassing out. And it worked. It worked against Speedy, but it didn't work against Boots. And, I think that showed levels between the two of them, but not to make it about Speedy. I think it's more so just about the styles. When you got a flat-footed, heavy-footed, heavy-handed, come-forward fighter fighting against a boxer puncher, the boxer puncher only is going to impress me if they stop that person.
Classic.
Stepping around, working off your jab, keeping the distance, boxing in circles. As long as your gas tank and your stamina is put together and training properly, you should be able to do a song and dance with that type of fighter all night and cruise to a unanimous victory. I'm only gonna get up out my seat when I see you break that person who's supposed to be so unbreakable. They style is just to come forward and press shit out. If you can break them down, if you can slow them down, you understand what I'm saying? then that's when you're going to make me raise my eyebrows a little bit. So Alicia didn't necessarily make me do that against Bo Ray, but she did show me that she is who I thought she was, which is a skilled boxer who manages the ebbs and flows of a long fight, just like the rest of the skilled boxers. I've seen many boxers, you know, who manage their gas tanks. All boxers have to manage their gas tanks, but as far as managing it, you know, they know that they're prone to hitting some level of a wall of fatigue during the fight. And then they fight through that and they end up getting a second win. I've seen many boxers like that. You know what I mean? Alicia is no exception. I believe her gas tank, to me, has always been an issue. Her wanting to fight 3-minute rounds, it did make sense to me because I understand you can slow the pace of the fight down. Yes, I'm fighting an extra minute every round, but I'm fighting a significantly slower fight. The problem is you get in there with an Amanda Serrano who wants to press the action for 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And we know that you have, you know, this fluctuating gas tank. What does that look like, right? Classic. What does that look like? Let's see. What up, Jordan? Jordan says salute, bro. Joseph says Speedy got gas. I agree. He said Boots hot, got amazing cardio. Yeah. That come with being a gym rat. You know what I'm saying? He got great breath control and he used to push and pace. If you're in that gym every day, you could challenge yourself as far as that cardio for sure and keep pushing pace. And you get to a point where you could just press shit out. Motherfuckers start gassing a little bit and you start licking your chops like, shit, I'm still fresh, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. Floyd had the same shit. Classic. You want to be an extraordinary fighter? I damn near feel like it's required to have an extraordinary gas tank.
I'm only gonna do this once.
But what's the next best move for Alicia? What do y'all think? I know that Alicia been talking big shit about wanting to have a marquee fight, right? A big fight with a big name. I don't know what that fight would make her. Money-wise, business-wise, I don't know what a Serrano fight pays her. I don't know what a Katie Taylor fight pays her. I know in both of those fights, she's the B-side. I don't know that in women's boxing, Alicia Baumgardner beating a aged Amanda Serrano while she's resting in her prime, Alicia, or Alicia Baumgardner going to go get an aged back end of the career on the way out the door, Katie Taylor, while Alicia is resting in her prime. I don't know that her going to go get those fights does for her career what she feels like it'll do, but she would understand the business numbers as far as her paydays better than I would. So I don't want to be ignorant. You feel Classic. Me? But I'm going to keep it all the way a stack with you. For me, I think Alicia should take the role of being the leader of the new school. I think with the way she's leveraged the popularity that she's amassed for herself by her being with MVP, I think the best move is for her to be the leader of the new school and start beating up these chicks that are younger and more green than her, but are making names for themselves. She could start with Caroline Dubois. Classic. If she feel like Caroline not on her level, if she feel like, you know, Caroline ain't that, if she feel like that's not a big enough fight, I think she needs to step outside of hypocrisy. And I say that with love and respect, but step outside of hypocrisy. If you the big dog, if you feel like you one of the best female fighters in the world, you feel like you could beat any of these girls, demand what you would make in a Taylor fight, demand what you would make in a Serrano fight with your A-side leverage. I don't care if you want to call it underpaying Caroline Dubois or underpaying, you know, one of these other young, hungry, athletic fighters that's going to push you past your limits. You know what I'm saying? Get what you would get for fighting one of them. Be the A-side. Be the true marquee. Do all the marketing that you feel like you're doing so well, you know, showing off the little ass cheeks, you know what I'm saying, showing off the physique and all that. Like, I get it. Marketing, it's America. You know what I'm saying? Showing, if you ain't showing some butt cheeks, you ain't trying. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Keep doing all that marketing. Believe in yourself is what I'm saying. If Alicia truly believes she's an A-side fighter, she truly believes she's the face of women's boxing. Well, being the face of women's boxing would mean you can fight who the fuck ever, and we gonna tap in. That's what being the face means. Classic. That's what being the face means. Being the face of women's boxing means you can fight whoever, we gonna tap in. Because I tell you what, it don't matter who Clarissa Shields fight. All of us boxing lovers, if Clarissa Shields fighting, we watch it. We don't have to know the other girl. You can show us the other girl through the buildup of the fight. Show us that she been knocking chicks out. Show us that she's strong and fast. We'll look into her. We see we got 2 weeks before Clarissa fight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tap in. Jeffrey said, hi, how you doing today? Well, I'm grateful. International Skull said, what's the word? See, Breezy said, she too lit. She too light to fight and too short to fight the big money. Well, she's not going to get a Clarissa fight, and it's for her benefit. You know what I'm saying? Jeffrey said, good, thanks. I actually think that Alicia's footwork is a bit slicker and quicker and smoother than Clarissa's. And I think her punches come out smoother than Clarissa's. But I do believe that Clarissa is a better fighter than Alicia in totality. C. Breezy said, that don't mean she don't have attributes, though. C. Breezy said, she not the face. That's Clarissa Shields. I agree. And that's the point I'm making. If Alicia knows she not the face of women's boxing, because the face of women's boxing could fight against a motherfucking street sign, and we gonna pull up.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? It's a reason why Clarissa been getting M's, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit longer than the rest of the chicks. You know what I mean? And correct me if I'm wrong. Again, Ian Too Deep said Clarissa don't get KOs, 16%. No, she don't get KOs. She don't. Not a lot. She don't get a lot of knockouts, but she just beat girls up. You know what I mean? With Clarissa, you probably better off getting knocked out because she just going to dominate from round 1 to the end. She really be beating chicks up for real. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only going to do this once.
It's not a pretty 1-2 song and dance. Clarissa gonna get in the pocket with you, and she gonna bang shit out. If you could take the heat, then you can stand up for the whole fight. But that don't mean it ain't gonna be without batter and bruise. It said keep doing your thing. Oh, for sure. He says you real deal. Appreciate it, Jeffrey. Gratitude. So yeah, what's the next best move? I think the next best move for Alicia Baumgardner is to do the Floyd Mayweather Canelo route. Catch the young pups that's making a name for themselves while they still a little bit green and show them the way.
Classic.
You know what I mean? Fighters don't be seeing the money that's involved in having rivals either. I like what Michaela Mayer said. Michaela Mayer recently said she'll fight Alicia at 140 pounds. I'm going to keep it a stack. If Alicia Baumgardner is looking for her biggest payday and she looking for her biggest marquee fight, then you take the Michaela Mayer rematch right now before she go in there and get a Clarissa fight and get punched on, or before she go in there and lose to one of these, because Michaela says she looking for the toughest fights. She on the last contract of her career, so she trying to fight all dogs. And fighting all dogs, she could take a loss somewhere in there. So fight her while the value's still nice and high. Take the rematch with Michaela Mayer at $140. Show that you can go up and down in weight like the great champions of old. You know what I'm saying? Really, if you want to be the face of women's boxing, you're gonna have to get out here and looking for somebody that's on their last day before they collect pension and go on retirement. That ain't it, right? Michaela Mayer still got a little more gas in the tank, a little more juice. She's a bigger, longer woman than Serrano and Taylor, right? So Michaela Mayer is going to pose not only a bigger threat, a bigger body, but a woman that has history with Alicia already. A woman who know how to talk shit and promote a fight just like Alicia does. A woman who at one point in time had sincere, genuine bad blood for Alicia and vice versa, right? So she's got options, but her best options, in my opinion, are not Serrano and are not Taylor. I honestly feel like she trying to pluck one for the resume right before they go. She trying to go ahead and pluck one, you know what I'm saying, to add to her little flower basket before they head out. And I don't really see that as the best move. I see why she's trying to make the move, right? Serrano got a lot of fans. Just fighting her will give Alicia more exposure. But again, you can build that exposure in other ways. Those women are on their way out. Somebody else has to be exalted and lifted up in the way of marketing. And that could very well be Alicia Baumgardner if she takes one of the challenges that I'm talking about.
Classic.
But that's it on what I think her next best move should be. I don't think nobody in the chat really said what they feel like her next best move should be. See, Breezy said, who you got? Classic. Layla Ali or Clarissa. Ian Too Deep said, Clarissa needs to run back Hannah Gabriel's fine ass. Yeah, Clarissa going to have to start taking rematches, but she still got the Michaela Mayer fight. That'll be a big fight. Michaela Mayer and Clarissa Shields will be a very big fight. Hold on, chat. I'll be right back because somebody stole my Amazon package yesterday and my shit just got delivered. I don't want to have to beat the fuck out of one of my neighbors. I'll be right back. Listen to some music real quick. Let me go get my package real quick to keep myself out of the fucking penitentiary. I don't care if my shit $2. I do not like people stealing from me.
They don't like it when you got that glow. And one thing they hate worse than you having that glow is when you know you got that glow. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. So give them a reason to keep hating on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, oil farming, how I'm up in rank. Step in the room, they paid away. I get treated like a milli tank. Southpaw like I'm really tank. I do things that they really can't. Envious, cause they really ain't. I'ma win any type of way. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. That's a parlay you could take to the bank. Know some people I love, put some smut on my name. I'ma still love them the same. I'ma love them from outside of the frame. I'ma love them from outside of the pain. That type of hate don't belong on my paint. That type of hate don't belong in proximity. Lord knows I love to match energy. Won't smoke, I know the back chimney. No hope with me once you an enemy. Well trained, I break you down clinically. BTA is my ministry. Laying that belt, laying that leather. It ain't no pics, it's with whoever. Ain't gotta like us, but you gon' respect us. Before I be soft, I'd rather be deadly. Let's get it. Since I lost Sebastian, my heart has been heavy. Hard in my heart, now it's hard to be friendly. PTSD in my arms, he was heavy. Felt his heart stop, oh my God, I wasn't ready. Couldn't even walk, his last walk was with Granny. Heard he was sick and they said it was bad. I damn that collapsed, but my legs felt like jelly. Man down, I lost my family. Therapy dog, who gon' help with my sanity now? Think I'm about vanity now. Been in the gym, I'm trying to balance it out. Managing rage, out of line, so people jumped off. Classic.
Appreciate y'all patience, chat. Appreciate y'all patience. Let me see what we got real quick before we move off the Baumgardner subject. Timothy said they follow on Amazon, UPS drivers, so they can steal packages. Yeah, you risking your life stealing my shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a real crash dummy. I got principles. That shit grinds my fucking gears. Go work. Go work, nigga.
Classic.
Yeah, man. Everybody make sure y'all subscribe to Classic Code Sports, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to Classic Code Sports. But yeah, man, that's it on the next best move for Alicia Baumgardner. Let's move. All right, so the next topic that we're going to talk about is same thing, different person, right? Let's talk about Devin the Dream Haney, man. Let's talk about Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney, what's the next best move? All right. What's the next best move for Dev? Right. We seen Devin Haney make an attempt at the Rolly fight. Right. Devin said the money wasn't right. Rolly saying that it was a 50-50 split and that Dev should have took it, this, that, and the third. This is my first time seeing a fight fall out due to negotiations involving Devin Haney for the most part. This is my first time seeing it fall out on his side, saying that the money isn't right. I'll say this. We do have the no documented duck list. Devin is number 1 on the NDD list. I wouldn't say that Devin is ducking Rolly, but I'm an objective person. So we do have to see who Dev's next fight ends up being. I'm not gonna make an excuse because I never called Boots a duck for not fighting Devin Haney when it was about weight, right? I never did. I didn't call him a duck. And I've even allowed you guys to debate whether or not Shakur ducked Dev because Shakur did indeed receive a contract from Dev and he didn't negotiate. But I'll let y'all debate that, whether or not that was truly a duck or whatever the case may be. But, everybody got mixed feelings on that. But let's stay on this with Rolly and Dev. This is a situation where Devin tried to negotiate with Rolly. Rolly said he wanted nothing to do with the fight publicly. Maybe a month later or weeks later, Rolly spins back, sends Devin a contract, and initially the Haney stated that the contract seemed to be fair. Now, contracts have a lot of details. So as they've gone through the contract and negotiated, right? They actually sat at the negotiation table. They didn't just send back, hell no, we not doing it. As they tried to negotiate, I guess they were unable to come to terms in good faith. Let me ask y'all something. business-wise, because we know that Dev's not afraid to fight Rolly, right? We can't say that Devin Haney is ducking Rolly Romero, because if Devin Haney fought Rolly Romero today, it wouldn't be the best fighter on his resume, right? So how you ducking somebody and you already fought a few people better than him?
Classic.
And this, hey, look, and it's no knock to Rolly. I respect Rolly, but Rolly's not better than Lomachenko.
Classic.
He's not. C Breezy said it was a duck. Explain why. Explain why. You welcome to share your perspective. Explain why it was a duck. But I'm gonna say before we try to put duck talk on the Haneys, because he has a documented track record of not ducking, ask yourself this: when you a fighter with as many accolades as Dev at his age, right? The youngest undisputed champion in boxing history, a 3-weight division champion, and a current champion at 147 pounds. If you, Devin Haney, are you fighting for less than what your minimum purse is at this point in your career against a Rolando Romero?
Classic.
Just tell me. Because we seen Dev take less for more, right? We seen him take less money for more, right? The Kambosos contract, the top rank contract, he took less to push himself forward in his career. He took less money and big challenges to push him forward in his career. Is Kambosos, the fighter, a big challenge? Debatable. At the time, he was hot as fish grease after coming off beating up on Teofimo. And on top of that, the challenge in the Kambosos situation is come to Australia back-to-back and make weight at a weight class that you should have been left out of.
Classic.
So he took less bread, you know what I'm saying, malnutrition, and put an ass whooping on Kambosos twice. Went malnourished one more time and put an ass whooping on Lomachenko. Lomachenko fight was unanimous, by the way. I have to keep reminding y'all.
Classic.
That was a UD. You see what I'm saying? So I think it will be weird of us, all of us. It's weird of us to put duck talk around Rolly Romero. Only people who we could say duck and Rolly is people who, you know what I'm saying, then had a bad time with Rolly before. Ryan Garcia done had a bad time with Rolly a couple times. We seen him have a bad time with Rolly in fights, and we seen him have a bad time with Rolly in we seen him have a bad time with Rolly in fights, and we seen him have a bad time with Rolly in sparring. We seen Devin Haney have his way with Rolly in sparring. Have his way.
Classic.
So trying to say that a man is ducking a man whose ass he already whipped, it's a reach, y'all. And this ain't my biases. It's just a reach.
I'm only gonna do this once.
But I hear you though. You know what I'm saying? Is the money ever right though? Yeah, the money do be right, Ricardo. The money do be right. Yes. Tank Davis' money be right. Devin's money be right. Since taking that top rank contract, Devin been getting paid what he want to get paid. We've seen Devin say in interviews, I don't worry about the other fighter's number. I worry about my number. As long as I'm getting the number I want on the contract, I don't care what they're getting. So Devin negotiates for himself. He doesn't negotiate against the other fighter. It's not like he's trying to say, hey, Rolly, I don't like the fact that you're going to make so much fighting me. It's no, y'all niggas need to get me to my number. Just get me to my minimum. Whatever my floor is that I'm asking for this fight, get me there. Y'all can't get me to my floor? No fight. I'm him.
Classic.
Like at this point, I don't think we realizing who Devin Haney is, because you know a lot of people ride the Devin Haney hate train. He said no, Stevenson ducked Dev. I'm inclined to lean in your direction on that. I'm inclined to lean in your direction on that. But I understand why people be arguing against it at the same time. He said, classic, someone calling me a B. Who is that? Where? I ain't see it. I missed it. God on their side. Roxy said the return so smooth. Oh, yeah. He said, let's see. Rolly. Oh, he said Rolly calling him a bitch and weak chin. Rolly been saying that shit for years. Rolly been saying that since before they sparred. He wasn't saying that shit during the sparring, though. You see what I'm saying? Name calling ain't gonna do it. Hey, in too deep. Go look up the Devin Haney and Rolly sparring from some years ago. where Devin was looking in the camera while he's sparring, talking about make sure y'all record all of this. Make sure y'all get all of this.
Classic.
He not ducking somebody who asked he already whipped. We gotta apply context. Timothy said we're headed for another boxing cold war with Zuffa. Oscar De La Hoya is blocking Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn because he is boycotting Zuffa because he hates Dana White. Yeah, these guys be having pissing contests and cockfights and all of that. And that's why I think a lot more boxers are going to make decisions that take things into their own hands. The fighters who are actually serious about fighting who the fuck ever is the best fight, they're going to be independent and jumping in and out of contracts their whole career so that they can get the fights that they need and want to have, right? Locking in with one of these promoters at this point because these niggas be having emotional tug of wars and shit. Locking in with one of these promoters could prohibit you from getting a fight that you really, really want and or may need for your motherfucking career. We seen fighters get fights that they should have been had way too late from being with a promoter who was having a fucking dick swinging contest with another promoter. It's annoying. It's the sport. But if, y'all niggas should probably be more like Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Take the independent model and go in and out of these contracts as it benefits boxing, your business, and the promoter's business. Everybody wins. But when you lock into a long-term deal with these promoters and they get to having cat fights and shit with other promoters, now you can't get the championship fight you need. Now you can't get the marquee fight that you need. Now you can't, you know what I'm saying? All because these motherfuckers is emotional. Pussy shit.
Classic.
It's really nasty work. Keep it a stack with you. The fighters ain't got nothing to do with you and Dana, you know what I'm saying, being exes and shit. Joseph Jackson said, no fighter is fighting, no guarantee. What you mean? No fighter is fighting, no guarantee. What you mean by that? You talking about guaranteed money? Timothy said, Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya hate Dana White. They not going to do any business with Dana White, Zuffa fighters. I mean, shit. All Dana White going to do is a song and dance around their ass. They going to get tired of not getting money and end up crawling in the bed with them. Or they're going to have a fighter that they got to please and they want to keep him under contract and he demanding to fight somebody under Zuffa. The right business going to get them to sit down at the table. Because at the end of the day, all of these multi-hundred millionaire billionaires, these motherfuckers are slaves to money.
Classic.
So, they can hate somebody guts, you know what I'm saying, hate everything about them. But if the check is right, they'll sit at the table. These motherfuckers slaves to that bread.
Classic.
It ain't gonna be a situation where I'll never make $1 if I have to make it with you. Motherfuckers ain't standing on them type of principles. You don't even get to become a billionaire with those type of principles. But what's the next best move for Dev, right? So now that I'm telling y'all now, Dev ain't ducking Rolly Romero. Rolly can't ask Devin Haney for a 50-50. Is that fair, chat? If you was Devin Haney, would you fight Rolly Romero for a 50-50 contract? Would you? Why and why? Because Rolly ain't no big enough fight for him to take the sacrifice on the money to get Rolly in the ring. It's not a big enough fight. You know what I'm saying? Why would you take 50-50? I'm Dev. Putting me on your resume, win or lose, you can ask for more money in your next fight.
Classic.
So nah. But what's next? What's the next best fight for Devin Haney? I want somebody to answer that for me. Who's a bigger fighter, Ryan or Rolly? Ryan. And Ryan just lost to Rolly. Before his last fight, he lost to Rolly, but Ryan is the bigger fighter. And a rematch with Ryan is bigger for Devin than a Rolly fight. That's what I'm saying. Devin shouldn't be taking short change, going through a brutal ass training camp to get himself in the type of shape that he does for short money to fight Rolly. You know what I'm saying? That ain't it. And he got other options on the table. C Breezy said beta males. Yep. Ricardo Brown said boxing promoters ruin at least 20 potential blockbuster fights. And they're going to ruin some more. Joseph Jackson said, yeah, no fighter is fighting for no guaranteed money. That's not true. That's not true, Joseph. You got to give me some proof on that. That's not true. These fighters have minimums. They have a guarantee. You're going to get at least this much. That's guaranteed. And then they may have percentages on back ends and all that shit. All contracts ain't created equal. And all fighters don't have the same leverage. Timothy Taylor, the PBC is not paying guaranteed purses. That's why Devin rejected the Rolly fight. PBC can't be trusted on the back end money. I've heard that. I don't know that to be true, but I've heard it. Rashid said, it's a unification fight. Yeah, it's a unification, but there's also 2 other champions he could fight. He could fight Ryan, or he could fight Lewis Crocker. Lewis Crocker out there hiding in the fucking outback. Bring your ass outside.
Classic.
Eddie Hearn got Lewis Crocker hid in the motherfucking storage cabinet somewhere, in a closet somewhere. Bring Lewis Crocker ass outside. There's other belt holders. Dev don't need Ryan. I mean Rolly. Dev don't need Rolly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he got options. C Breezy said, nope, I'm a champion. I'll do 65-35. You fucking right. We ain't fight for all this clout. I mean, fight for all this leverage, just not to leverage it. In Too Deep said, come on, class. Come on, what? McKinnon said, how about Mario Barrios? That's not even worth training camp. No disrespect to Mario Barrios, but it's over with. Like, bro a gate. He at the gatekeeper stage in his career. You know what I'm saying? Fighting young boys coming up. You can get past Mario, we can put you in something serious. He at the gatekeeper stage. It's over with. Mario need to get his last couple bags and get the fuck out before he take too much more punishment. He done been in some wars. Mario style done afforded him a lot of punches upside the head. But he's had an illustrious career. Mario's done a lot more than people probably gave him, or than people probably projected for him. But y'all not answering the question. Who is the next best fight for Devin Haney? Realistically. I think Ryan don't got no business right now, right? Ryan doesn't have a fight schedule right now. Shakur Stevenson only want to fight Devin Haney if he can make it convenient for himself, right? Dev got to come down to 144 and some more shit. You know, it's crazy, man. These fighters, that's why I said it's confidence issues in boxing. He said Devin has a 5-fight contract on the table to fight for Zuffa, with his first fight would be versus Zuffa fighters Conor Benn or Hitchens. I don't think Dev gonna take no 5-fight deal. 5 fights, that's a lengthy ass contract. They're gonna have to come off some real bread. But he'll run through the Zuffa stable. Who they got over there? Conor Benn, Richardson, Hitchens. That's all easy work. For Dev, that's easy work. I respect Richardson, Hitchens. Conor Benn just a big, strong guy. But if you could box, you could beat him. In Too Deep said Devin Haney's best contract is reported $36 million. 3-fight deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh, averaging $12 million per fight. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, brother. Devin's minimum been up for a minute. Devin been making more money fighting than the people around his age in boxing for a while. And I don't think people know that. Like, niggas be looking at Tank like, oh, Tank's the cash cow. If there's a cash cow right underneath Tank around this age group, it's Dev.
Classic.
It's Dev. It's Dev, and I ain't no pocket watching ass nigga. I know he been making what he been making for a minute though, just from paying attention. Joseph Jackson said PBC was trying to do the same thing with Bud, and he said he wasn't getting in the ring until they paid him a guarantee. Exactly, and he got a guarantee. He ended up getting a guarantee. Him and Arrow got a guarantee plus back end. In Too Deep said Turkey ain't talking about Dev in Ring Magazine. Let's see, In Too Deep, Ryan or Rolly. No one in 147. Nah, I mean, he could fight Ryan in a rematch. He could fight Rolly Romero. Richardson Hitchison just moved up. Tiger Johnson, they got some history with the little scuffle that happened. Lewis Crocker's being hidden from any competition. Liam Paro, I mean, he been beat by a couple people that Dev could probably fight instead of him. And then Rohan Polanco, I think that name too small right now. You know what I'm saying? Dev would probably get an 80-20 split fight.
Classic.
I'm gonna be real. I think Devin next fight should be against either. Well, if he got to do a 5-fight contract to get a Hitchens fight, I don't know that it's worth it. But that's up to him and Bill and shit. But honestly, I think his next fight should be the Ryan rematch. I think they need to spin the block and have that conversation in a very serious way. Dev coming off a big victory against Brian Norman Jr., looking impressive. Ryan coming off a big victory against Mario Barrios, looking impressive. I think it's no better time for them to line up the rematch. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and start taking blood and urine from Ryan right now. You know what I'm saying? Line up the rematch, put some stipulations in the contract for niggas missing weight on purpose and all that. Make it to where motherfucker have to pay so much bread. He gon' goddamn spit in a cup and make sure he get them ounces off to not come off that bread. And let's have a fair fight. Let's have a fair fight. I think the next best move for Dev is the Ryan fight. You know what I'm saying? If for some reason the Ryan fight is made to be completely, absolutely unavailable to him, then I think he just takes whoever's a big name at 47. that could probably get him some more clout and some more cachet. I don't think it needs to necessarily be for a belt. He don't need to be jumping up to 154 unless for some reason Xander beats Boots, but he don't need to be jumping up to 154 doing no wild ass shit. Not at the moment. It's just an unnecessary move. And then the guys down at 140, at 140, shout out to the homie Champ side, but he been covering it diligently, so I'm not gonna harp on it. But all them boys down there at 140, them niggas all go together.
Classic.
Yeah, they all go together. Richardson, Hitchison talking about he talked to Shakur every minute of every day. They slept in the same bed together, head to foot. You know what I'm saying? Shakur talking about he won't fight Keyshawn. That's his brother. They've been through real life shit together. That's his brother. And Keyshawn, we know Keyshawn got picks. Keyshawn was tough with Abdullah, but quiet with Andy Cruz. Keyshawn was goddamn halfway tough with who was it? He was tough with Abdullah, quiet with Andy Cruz. Then he back tough with Nair Albright, right? But then, you know what I'm saying? Some Devin Haney action come around for real. He can't negotiate in no type of good faith. You know what I mean? So we know Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis, he at this point in his career, we know two things. He's a troll. We know that.
I'm only gonna do this once.
And he real heavy on the picking and choosing.
Classic.
Yeah, we know that. We know them two things for sure about Keyshawn Davis. The third thing we know is he can actually fight, but do his confidence match his ability to fight? Because a confident fighter, he gonna move like a confident fighter. Devin Haney went pro at what, 17 years old?
Classic.
Yeah. Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney are the exact same age, ladies and gentlemen. They are the exact same age. So don't tell me that there aren't confidence issues in the sport of boxing. There are confidence issues in boxing. And Shakur Stevenson, not off the hook. He has confidence issues. He does. I'll go up and weight specifically for Conor Benn. I'll go all the way up to the weight limit, but just put him on some rehydration shit because nigga used to fight at 168 and I'm coming from 140. So put him on some rehydration shit, but I'll go all the way up to 47 and fight Conor Benn. Okay, well, Dev at 147, you'll go up to 147 for Dev. Nah, Dev got to come to 144. Hey, regardless of what y'all reasons is, regardless of what your rationale is, that's picking and choosing.
Classic.
That's picking and choosing. You either gonna go to 47 and catch wreck, or stay your ass down at 140. You was talking about going back to 135. Take your ass back to 135. Here go the issue that I have with the 140 and below. All them motherfuckers got plenty of people to fight, but they all go together. The niggas all love each other.
Classic.
They all go together. This my brother. This my mans. This my brother. This my mans. So we can't get none of the fights we want because these motherfuckers is in matrimony and shit. It's nasty work.
I'm only gonna do this once.
So everything below 140 is bullshit at this point. You know what I'm saying? We can't even take none of this shit serious. You know what I'm saying? Schofield, we thought Schofield was the truth. His ass bitched out of a fight. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him, but he bitched out, bro. You know what I'm saying? We see the heart of Hitchens. Ooh, my tummy hurt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only gonna do this once.
Come on, G. It's a whole bunch of hoe shit from under 147. It's a whole bunch of hoe shit going on. Abdullah, the truth. At 135, he the truth. He with the bullshit. Shit. Shakur need to run it back with De Los Santos, or he need to go ahead and catch that Morataya. You know what I'm saying? He need to fight Raymond. You know what I'm saying? But for Dev, I think Dev need to go straight ahead at the Ryan rematch and just chill out until he get it. I'm gonna be real. Just keep preparing himself and go watch Ryan, and then come back to the drawing board and see what's available to him after that. But yeah, that's what I think the next best move for Devin Haney is. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. So Rolly is the best option? Nah, Ryan is. Rolly bullshitting. See, Breezy said, I think his next fight should be Tank. Tank don't want to fight Devin Haney. It's that simple. Tank Davis does not want to fight Devin Haney. I told you, everything beneath 140 is a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. Whole bunch of picking and choosing and careful navigating. Everything below 140. If your name not Abdullah Mason, if your name not Raymond Morataya, you know what I'm saying? I would even say Andy Cruz, even though he just lost to Ray Morataya, Andy Cruz will fight anybody. It's a couple killers down there, but the niggas who this a couple of hunters below 140, but the food that they trying to hunt, damn, that prey is elusive. I'm talking about them motherfuckers quick. They zigging, they zagging, they fast. You know what I'm saying? The niggas that they hunting for, they don't want to be caught in a real way. See, Breezy said catch weight. Fuck all that catch weight shit. Bring your ass up and catch wreck. See, this be my problem with the catch weight shit. Shakur Stevenson run around talking about he the best fighter on the planet Earth. He say that all the time. I believe I'm the best fighter in the world. I'm gonna show y'all I'm the best fighter in the world. If you the best fighter on the planet Earth, that 3 pounds from 144 to 147 is not gonna change the result of that fight, gang.
Classic.
Devin Haney don't even have a style to where he gonna press your ass out in a way to where the weight difference is gonna mean that much, especially when you self-proclaim the best fighter on the planet Earth. Terrence Crawford, again, confidence issues in boxing. Terrence Crawford believed he was the best fighter on the planet Earth before he retired, and he moved like it. Hey, Canelo, I'm coming to you. I ain't asking you for no weight. I'm asking you to get ready.
Classic.
I'm not asking you for no weight. I'm asking you to get ready. That's it. I'm coming.
I'm only gonna do this once.
You at 168? I see you at 168, my nigga. I believe I'm better than you. I'm going to see you in a minute, folks. That's what I'm telling you. Motherfuckers with confidence, they act like it. You know what I'm saying? It's show. It's not one of them things where it's like you just keep telling us and shit. We can see it. You know what I'm saying? Either Ryan or Rolly. Yeah. Timothy Taylor. I'll settle for a Tiger Johnson fight just because Tiger looked good in his last fight and they got that little scuffle and shit like that. If Devin just trying to stay active on some mean time in between time shit, Tiger may be easier to negotiate than the rest of these niggas. So Devin might have to stay busy with a Tiger Johnson fight. You know what I'm saying? But Timothy said Virgil Ortiz and Oscar De La Hoya have court date in July. Oscar not allowing any of his fighters to fight unless he can pick the opponent. Yeah, I mean, shit, we know what it is with Oscar, man. It's a lot of estrogen over there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Golden Boy.
Classic.
You know what I'm saying? When the Golden Boy was fighting, he was a hell of a fighter. When he put the fishnets on, everything changed.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Everything changed. A lot of estrogen over there in them business decisions. In Too Deep said a classic. That sparring was 5 years with Rolly. So a lot has changed now that both are champs. No, ain't much change. That shit gonna look exactly the same. In Too Deep. Devin will have his way with Rolly. Unify that is. You got to tell Rolly to take the bread they giving him. McKenna said, I have issues with 140 and below. I trained with those guys since I was 6. But as I got older, I was 6'2", 220. It's like fighting a cat for a guy my size. Please just let me land one and end this. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what's up, though, McKinnon. I ain't know you've been training since that young, man. I'm going to have to catch some wreck with you, bro. Yes, sir. Get some good sparring in. Sharpen the tools. C Breezy said facts. International Scope said definitely not going to change anything at all. Shakur ducking. Shakur not just ducking Dev. Shakur ducking friend. He ducking relationship.
Classic.
Ooh, Keyshawn Davis will be a marquee, big payday, huge fight for both of us. But that's my brother. Richardson Hitchison will be a great fight, but that's my brother. Now, I do respect Richardson Hitchison for saying, shit, we cool, but I will fight Shakur. He said that, but he also said, if there's another option besides Shakur, then give me the other option. But if I absolutely have to fight Shakur, I will fight Shakur. So that's a roundabout way of saying that's my brother.
Classic.
You know, all these niggas love each other. You know what I'm saying? Shakur and Devin is a boring fight. I don't believe so. Devin gonna make that fight. Devin gonna make that fight. Devin will beat Shakur Stevenson. Be clear. Devin will beat Shakur Stevenson. Devin has already had the type of fights that Shakur's style keeps him away from altogether. If y'all niggas finna try to bring up that fight against Zepeda, y'all can eat dog duty.
Classic.
The Zepeda is ass, folks. I ain't trying to hear it. I just told y'all earlier in the broadcast, flat-footed, come forward, heavy hands. That shit is food.
Classic.
That shit is food. For a pure boxer, that shit is food. I ain't trying to hear shit about that Zepeda fight being difficult or tough or none of that. If Shakur decided to fight Zepeda the way he fought Edwin De Los Santos, Zepeda wouldn't have landed one punch that night. He made that shit look like it was a tough and rough fight. Man, Zapata's cheeks, nigga. You ain't fooling nobody.
Classic.
That nigga Zapata's cheeks, nigga. Straight up. Timothy Taylor says Shakur handlers will not let him fight Devin Haney. Shakur is the only fighter in history to turn down the chance to fight for undisputed in his weight class. Damn, that's a bad way to go out. Ian Too Deep said Tiger is better than Rolly. He is better than Rolly. That's the truth. But he's a smaller name. Is that link available? I have a few quick thoughts. Yeah, it's available. We got to make it quick, though, because I got a whole nother stream to run right after this, and I do want to get to a first look at Boots and Xander. They go to link in the chat, Rashid. Devin over Shakur. Yeah, I think Devin gonna make the fight, and that's what's gonna make him the winner. The Lomachenko fight will show up in the Shakur fight. In Too Deep said counter punching for 12 rounds. I am not watching. Nah, Dev gonna make the fight. Dev gonna make that fight. You know what I'm saying? Shakur gonna be the one on some it's us. It's us. Devin gonna be stepping the shit, pressing shit out. You know what I'm saying? Now, is he going to be physically imposing like a Mexican style? No, but Dev will be making the fight. If y'all go watch the Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney sparring, Shakur on some back foot shit. You know what I'm saying? Dev is making the fight. Timothy Taylor said the summer clock is ticking and Keyshawn has no probable fights on the horizon. Now, Keyshawn about to fight Nair Albright in a rematch. Talk to me, Rashid. What up with you, gang?
Yo, what's going on, Classic?
All is well, brother.
So I think the last time we spoke, we were talking about something similar because the fact that there's no league for boxing and you got all these different umbrellas, it ruins the sport for the fans. And I really don't think it's the fighters. Because to me, what makes the most sense would be Devin fight Rolly, Ryan fight Lewis Crocker, and then it's a unification. If Ryan wins, it's a rematch versus Rolly. If Dev wins, it's a rematch versus Devin and Ryan. Like, if you had one league where the business didn't always get in the way, that would be a huge event. But the fans don't get that because of all this BS. And I'm not calling nobody a duck. Like I said the last time, I'm consistent. I don't think the fighters are scared to fight each other. I think there's all these different interests and people trying to make money around the table, and these fighters in social media age have a mic in front of them, and some of them just don't need to be talking. Shakur is one of them people. He sounds really foolish when he has a mic in front of him. But I think that particular situation with Shakur and Devin, I think he's trying not to get too big so he can get the Javante fight. I think he's trying to stay close to 135, get that fight, because Tank is a little older, and Dev will be there later in his career. But yeah, those are my quick thoughts. I'll try to keep it short because I know you gotta, like you said, you got another show, but it's a little too much to type out.
No, I understand, and I appreciate you tapping in for sure. I actually agree with you. I think we agreed last time too. I don't think that the fighters are afraid to fight, but I do think there's fear. I think they're afraid to lose. I don't think they're afraid to participate in fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? But I think they understand who could beat them, even though if they feel like Shakur feel like he could beat Dev, but he know Dev could beat him. He know, you know what I'm saying? He knows a fight that he could lose possibly. And because of that, he want to take that fight at the right time in his career to where if that is a L, it's not really hurting, you know what I'm saying, the trajectory of his career. Your ideology about him not wanting to get too big so he can still fight Tank. I'm gonna be real with you. I think Shakur should have been got off the Tank bus. You know what I'm saying? Like how David Benavidez got off the Canelo train. Like, you can't spend your whole, I'll be talking a certain way because I'm from Chicago and I ain't trying to make friends with the fighters, but you can't spend your whole career on another nigga dick, bro.
Classic.
Like Shakur got his whole trajectory is get to the mountaintop of getting a Tank fight. And it's already clear that Tank not interested in fighting him. Like, Tank not interested, bro. Tank could have fought Shakur 10 times over already. He not interested.
That fight needs to happen. Like this year. Early next year. That's the fight that needs to happen. I will be very disappointed if that fight doesn't happen in the next 12 months. I think we'll get it. But it's time. It's definitely time for that fight.
Yeah, I think that fight is overrated though. What you think about that? You think that's going to be a great fight? Let's say it get booked and made. Do you think the fight will be a great fight?
I mean, not the best fight. Like I think we talked last time. It's not necessarily about the names, but that'll be a big event. It'll be a big event for boxing. It'll increase Shakur's buzz. And in terms of building Shakur up, like if I'm managing Shakur, you know what I mean? That's a fight that is worth staying around and not getting too big for. And I do think it'll happen. There's just been a bunch of other stuff going on with Tank in the last, call it 12, 18 months. And before that, you know, after the De Los Santos fight, people were down on Shakur. So I think he needed a couple fights to get back worthy of that being a fight that people want to see. So it's time. It's time for that fight to happen.
Yeah, I would like to see the Shakur Tank fight get made because I think that they'll put together a great undercard. That fight in itself, I truly believe that Shakur doesn't like power. You know what I'm saying? He don't like power. And a Shakur fighting with power on his mind makes for a bad fight. You know what I'm saying? We could say that Shakur had a hurt hand against De Los Santos, and De Los Santos is a dangerous guy. We could say that. But Tank had a hurt hand against Pitbull Cruz, and he still didn't produce a trash ass fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank still fought Pitbull very much so, boxed him in circles, still threw power shots with both hands. Obviously, with a broken hand, he not going to necessarily probably produce the same torque on the shots, but it still was a fight that was entertaining and good to watch. Shakur fought Jeremiah Nakatia. Bullshit fight, trash fight, terrible to watch. De Los Santos, terrible to watch. Injury or no injury, terrible to watch. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can't prove his hand was hurt. Only he know that, and God. But terrible to watch for, you know. So Shakur fighting against guys whose power he concerned about, it don't make for a good fight to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit just be trash. But I think them making the fight, like you said, would be a big event for the sport. And I think they could have a great undercard. Like I could see Abdullah on that undercard, Schofield on that undercard. Like the undercard would probably be loaded up. And that
would be it. Yeah. That would be it. And like I agree with you. I don't necessarily know that it would be the best fight, but it's a big event for boxing and it needs to happen.
Yeah.
Like now. Like this within the next year, that fight needs to happen, bro.
It's on Tank.
Yeah.
It's on Tank. Shakur said he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, these guys are very picky and choosy. So they tell you who they do and don't want. He won't Tank bad. And I think, but see, that's the thing. This what I don't respect. Shakur only won't Tank because he feel like it'll be a big payday for an easy night. I can't respect it, bro. You can go get this. Can Shakur or can Shakur not go get Tank bread in a Devin fight?
I don't think so, bro.
I think he can.
I really don't think the money is the same there. And I think I think from Shakur's perspective, like if I'm handling Shakur, they're closer to the same age range where Javante is about to be like 32, I think. So he's getting out that window where, like, if you want them to fight in their prime, I think that fight needs to happen now. And then you can go get Devin 4 years from now. Like if you think about how do we make the most money, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I would be recommending Shakur to do.
I'm with you that the fight should happen for boxing, but I'm gonna be real. I don't think Shakur Stevenson needs a Tank fight. I don't
know, man.
To maximize his bread, I think this be the issue with these fighters. This be their problem. They want to make the money like Tank from getting the fight with Tank instead of building themselves up to be on Tank level. Tank, who did Tank fight to become Tank paid?
He was stopping shit.
That's what I'm saying.
He was knocking everybody. He had a little dude knocking everybody out.
There it is. So it ain't necessarily about who you fight. It's about how you market it and how you perform. You see what I'm saying?
But he's not that type of fighter.
Right.
Like Shakur's not that kind of fighter. He's not going to get that kind of dude without going in and fighting his fight against Tank and beating him. And then it's like, oh, well, if this dude was was doing all of this, and then he get in there with Shakur, he must be this. So then his star goes up.
Yeah, here's the problem though. If Shakur is the best in the world, why he not stopping shit?
That ain't his game, man. It ain't.
But it can be though, because again, Shakur fight like his personality. I think most people do. I rumble in the gym a little bit, and I fight like my personality. I think most people fight like their personality. Shakur got picks, bro. He a picky and choosy dude, bro. Like when we seen Shakur fight Jamel Herring, that was a Shakur we'll never see again. We'll never see that Shakur again. He had uber confidence. It built you could go back and watch the press conference. I'll be paying attention to how these people behave. Mm-hmm. His confidence for the Jamel Herring, he was smiling the whole time. I'm coming to fight. I'm finna stop him. I'm gonna stop him. You know what I'm saying? Jamel know what's up. His wife, his family know what's up. We cool, but we not cool until after this. I'm finna do him dirty. Blah blah. He wasn't talking nothing like that for the De Los Santos press conference.
Right.
He wasn't talking. He picky and choosy, bro. Like his confidence fluctuate based on the opponent, and he fight like it. He has confidence to win fights, but is he gonna try to press somebody out and punch on them like that? Nope, not unless his confidence is through the roof. You see what I'm saying? He knew he could go from being around Jamel in the gym, from sparring him before, for whatever reason, he already knew he could go do that to him. So he fought that way. But he didn't come into the ring with that, I'm gonna bite down on my mouth guard or press shit out against nobody else. I ain't seen him press nobody else like that. Right. You bigger than Oscar Valdez. I think he should have broke Oscar Valdez down. But again, he respected his power. So he moved. Anytime Shakur respect power, it just don't make for a beautiful fight for me. You know what I'm saying?
I thought the Oscar Valdez fight was a decent fight.
Oscar made it though. Oscar made that fight. You see what I'm saying? Like Shakur
whenever he's in a good fight, the other fighter makes the fight.
That's what I'm saying. So
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed the Williams Zepeda fight, but the reason is Williams Zepeda is constant pressure, and Shakur knew he had a bad performance versus Edwin De Los Santos, so he didn't want to go in and do that again. And he's not bringing the same punch as Edwin De Los Santos, so he hung in there. And to me, I thought that was an entertaining fight, but the other fighters typically make the fight when it's an entertaining fight with Shakur. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like if Shakur not getting bread, it's because he not imposing his will on people. You know what I'm saying? And
people don't want to see it.
Right.
That's why he's not getting bread, because the people don't want to see it.
Exactly. And this is my only issue. If you truly are the best fighter in the world, you can go in the ring like Jerron Boots been saying about Xander. Man, I'm finna go in there and do what I want. I'm the best fighter in the world. I go in there and do what I want in there. And if Shakur is truly the best fighter in the world, he could do that. He could go in the ring with whoever around his weight and do what he want. Because tell me Bud can't. Bud, the best fighter in the world, he go in the ring, do what he want. If I want to box you and stay on outside, that's what I'm going to do. If I want to step into you and get on the inside, I could do that. I'm the best in the world. I'm going to get in here and do what I want with you. Shakur don't fight like a man who can go in there and do what he want. He go in there and do what he got to do. And I'm just being respectful. I think he's amazing. But he's not at the level where he doing what he want yet. He doing what he gotta do. It depends on the fighter and they style. He's not. That's why I think Devin a cut better than Shakur, because Devin can go in there and disarm you and do what he want. Oh, we could point to, one bad night with Ryan. I mean, it's so much shit working against you. Weight, you know what I'm saying? Drug tests, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. We could try to say, where's the left hook? You still got to get out the way. He ain't been hit with a left hook since. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, that if anything, that fight build character. If anything, that's going to make him even greater. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I think
he showed a lot of heart. He showed a lot of heart in the fight.
Absolutely. Showed a chin, too. People talk like he got stopped. He didn't get stopped. And he got a draw. He got a draw on one scorecard. So, you know what I'm saying? We leave a lot of details out. And I know you tapped in, but it's just like, I don't know, man. I think Shakur's temperament is out and available for all of us to see. You know what I'm saying? Him, Keyshawn, Richardson, Hitchison. These boys don't got warrior hearts. You feel me?
That whole class.
Yeah, that whole
except for Gary Antoine.
Yeah, well, he just ducked Shakur.
I know. I mean, I don't necessarily. So that's where I think we differ a little bit, because to me, it's the same as Devin with Rolly is. It's like that's them. To me, that's him managing his career. You know what I mean? Like, I think what he's saying is there's other fights, and to him, Shakur is the best, and he wants to save that for later. And I get that. You can call it a duck, but I think that's just those, not just the fighters, but the promoters and the managers managing their career. Not to get into that risky fight too early for Gary Antoine. But I mean, I don't know. It's hard to know unless you're in the room.
These promoters hustling backwards, and the fighters are too. If I'm a pro
I agree.
fighter, if I'm a
That
pro,
was the first thing I said.
yeah, bro. That if I'm a pro fighter, bro, I'm trying to fight my rival right now. And then whether I win or lose, if we have a good ass fight, I want to run that back in a year or two. You feel me? You go get you a couple wins in between. Let me go get a couple wins in between. We come back and get some more money. We have a second good ass fight. Maybe there's a different winner the second time. Shit, we gonna get this trilogy money. Like, people ain't trying to, like, they're not trying to do that. Yeah, I just want to, this dude gonna be tough. I only want to have to deal with him for one night, and I want to make sure it's the right night. That's to me, right. That's not the warrior spirit, bro. And I get it's it. Not. Like, there is a beautiful blend that the boxers that we revere have between the warrior spirit and the business mindset, and they put it together perfectly. Andre Ward's career, storybook. He got his bread, had a Jordan endorsement, won the Super 6 tournament, you know, clearly outright was the best at his weight, right? I won a tournament, like how you just said. You know what I'm saying? We had it out. This person beat this person, you got him. I whooped everybody. Like Andre Ward, he fought the best. Can't nobody say he didn't challenge himself. He got his bread. He in the Hall of Fame first ballot. Like, Andre Ward's career is literally exemplary. I would say Andre Ward's career better than Floyd's career. As a whole career, yeah. Like, as far as fighting against the best opposition, making your bread as well, and leaving out when you on top with all your faculties, and then transitioning out of boxing gracefully, he literally did everything damn near perfect.
Classic.
Yeah.
Damn near perfect. And I think, and it's crazy because Dre is so close to Shakur, but Shakur moves so opposite. And then Bud is so close to Shakur, but Shakur moves so opposite. You know, It's wild to me. Like, you could tell me that you feel like you're the best fighter in the world. How are you moving, though? Devin Haney move like he think he the best fighter in the world. He do. He move like that. Who says yes to Boots? Who says that? I'll take it. This is my second fight at 147. I'll take Boots. As long as he can make weight, I'll take him. Boots like, yeah, we got other plans. All right, well, then go ahead. But just know, bet not nobody jump out in public and say, I wasn't with it, though. He was with it. You know what I'm saying? So we can't, that's why I'm saying I can't call Devin a duck, because somebody was in too deep was trying to say, man, it seemed like he ducked Rolly. You can't be a nigga who said yes to Boots and then get accused of ducking Rolly. It's just, you can't. It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you think Dev's next move is before I let you go, Rashid. Who you think his next fight should be?
Man, I wanted the Rolly fight, but since we're not gonna get that, man, I just say Tiger Johnson. Get Tiger Johnson a shot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at that fight. Or Richardson Hitchens. I mean, that's the stuff that he pulled. Like, yeah, I mean,
yeah.
But yeah, I say give Tiger Johnson a shot.
I like that. I think that Tiger is an easy fight to make. I think Dev's negotiation leverage will be where it needs to be for him to be cool with the number he getting for a Tiger Johnson. And I think if he gonna get a Tiger Johnson fight, this the only time to do it. We don't know how Tiger's career gonna age, but he looked good as hell in his last fight. So I think this the time to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, give him a shot, especially if he's keeping it out the courts. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Give him that settlement.
Yeah. I like it. Yeah, bro. Well, I appreciate you coming up, man. We're about to get ready to move to the regular stream, the Classic Code stream, but I appreciate you tapping in with me, bro.
All right, for sure. Good looking out.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We're gonna come back and finish this tomorrow. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back and finish the conversation about Boots and Xander. I got a prep for my my normal Classic Code stream, so make sure y'all tap in at the if y'all watching from the Classic Code, stay right here. The next stream will start at about 4:30, and then we gonna tap in and talk about the habits that quietly change your life. You know what I'm saying? The small habits that quietly change your life. So let me prep for that, and then we'll be right back. But yeah, man, that's Devin Haney and what his next best move is. We'll be back with Classic Code Sports tomorrow. And we'll discuss first look at Xander Zayas and Boots Ennis. And we will also discuss the upcoming fight on May 2nd between Cinco de Mayo weekend. Shout out to all my Mexicans. between Zerto Ramirez and David Benavidez. Yeah, we will be discussing that fight tomorrow. So yeah, man, make sure y'all tap back in with Classic Code Sports. We're gonna try to make sure we rev things up on the sports side. So go to Classic Codes Sports and make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Make sure you check out the gym live streams as well. Going in the gym, working out live, and just giving people some inspiration to get up and move their bodies and live a healthier lifestyle, man. So yeah, man, we tapped in, we locked in. Don't be shocked if we got a surprise on the next episode. You know how I do. You know, people be popping in and out the stream. We do things different over here. But if y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic, man. Yeah.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. But watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. Oh no. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't have farted. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes. Letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Whoa. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever rewarded. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing, man? Seen them hard times couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing?